The Nordic countries are global front runners in the green transition. They have experience and know-how on transitioning into a more sustainable, low-carbon, and resource-efficient society, which we find very inspirational. Nordic talks bring together experts from the Nordic countries and counterparts from around the world for discussions on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Nordic talks are all about starting a conversation, not monologues. This is why we would like this panel in the format of a conversation. So also we would welcome your contribution in the Q&A session. First, I would like to introduce the speakers. Mr. Finn Mortensen is the Executive Director of State of Green, Denmark. Ms. Nina Vaskunlahti, Under-Secretary of State for External Economic Relations, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Finland. Ms. Cecilia Ekholm, Ambassador for Sustainable Business, Ministry for Foreign Affairs, Sweden. And Mr. Borg Bjorn Neklet, founder and CEO of Ocean Sun. We will have 2 rounds of speeches, and we will start in alphabetical order. I'm Sibel Kulaksız. I'm a senior economist at the World Bank, based in Washington, D.C., and I work on macroeconomic policies. So the first question is for Mr. Borge Bjorn Neklet. Thank you, this is great. It's good to hear that there are potentials for collaboration also with Turkey. So our second speaker, and we will come back to you in the second round with more questions. Ms. Cecilia Ekholm is Ambassador for Sustainable Business at Ministry of Foreign Affairs since January 2021. Her areas of responsibilities include promoting the Swedish government's sustainable business agenda in collaboration with local and international partners. She is the chairperson of the Swedish National Contact Point and representative in the GRI Government Advisory Board. Her previous post was Swedish Ambassador to Peru. Welcome to the panel. And we would like to start with 3 questions for you in this round. First, how do you see the companies are internalizing sustainability as a part of their core business model? And where do you see the great challenges are for companies in transforming their business to clean energy? And also, what is the policy ecosystem of pushing this agenda? Thank you very much. So we may have some follow-up questions for you, especially on the implementation side. So our next speaker is Mr. Finn Mortensen, Executive Director of State of Green, Denmark, since year 2008. This State of Green is a public-private, not-for-profit partnership between the Danish government and the 4 leading business organizations in Denmark. So we would like to hear from you today why green business is good business. And we know that you're doing great work. So in DC, in Washington, we always talk about these best case studies, and always Denmark State of Green comes first as a best case study. And we want to learn more about you. Also, we want to see if there are any examples you could share with us so other countries could replicate your experiences. We are very happy to hear this. It's actually refreshing because when we look at the gender issues and women's empowerment agenda, usually what everybody talks about is small and medium-sized enterprises and some low-level aspirations for women. But now you're talking about more than 50% of women becoming board members or CEOs or leaders in public sector and private sector. This is exactly what we want to see in other countries and also in Turkey. Thank you. And Finn, I would like to ask you, has Denmark played an important role in connection with the green transition and gender issues?